and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it down the middle. Turning it on. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Slams it ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Tries to sliver forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Powers forward. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability.
He's loose. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback if you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes a connection. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. It's a draw. Shoots his way for more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Works the middle of the field. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Wants to go up top on first down. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Working that left side now. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. At the 40, there he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
They'll go to the counter. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football.
Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Power ahead. Picks his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Now the play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, what a move. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quick release by the QB. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He'll keep it himself. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. To the air on second down. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to bully their way in. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he's in for the touchdown.
Man, it's frustrating as a defense because you got to stop the run. There's a good chance they're running the football here in this situation, trying to punch it in the end zone. You're trying to go to the half with a little bit of momentum. This defense just couldn't make the play to get off the field.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man, and he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly on the move. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. It's Moore.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Line getting set on second down. They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll move the wide receiver. Creates a little space. Now on second and short after that pickup. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Right back to the well. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Shotgun snap on third down. Looking for the score. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And here comes the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on first down. Right on the money. Brings him to the open. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Power football with the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Offense working from the pistol. Looking downfield on first down. He caught it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They're going to run it. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looking to throw. Going for 6. And it's a touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Leaves it with the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the RPO, complete. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll run the option. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Keeps it on the draw, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pressure coming. Sends it downfield. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. but I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And some room to work. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Got the first down and more. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Handoff to the single running back. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll go to the air on second and short. And it's in for a touchdown.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flips it out to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
We're talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight. They thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Here's a throw downfield late. He's got it on the outside. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Spreads out 4 receivers, trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And that one's way too far for everybody. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one.